Yes, no one else is skyrocketing. Apple's market cap.
Woohoo!
We're going to get to $1 trillion by hook or by crook, aren't we?
Just to prove, I mean, it's so doomed, Leo. I mean, it's just so, I don't know what they're going to do. Give the money back to the shareholders.
Apple's doomed. Let's look at the 5-year graph. 1-year graphs looking pretty good, huh?
This just again shows there's an enormous disconnect between what happens and how the market reacts, and I don't think anybody can explain when it goes up and down anymore.
Yeah. Well, they had a great quarter. They're going up like crazy today. It must be on all of those iPhone rumors, right?
iPhone rumors, AR rumors, maybe the side that Tim Cook buttoned his shirt on.
I'm guessing it's not Planet of the Apps that's pushing the stock through the roof here.
Oh, people are so angry. Developer friends are so angry.
Karaoke. Apple's market cap now $707.57 billion. That's an all-time high. The stock 100 as we talk 134.84. It's up $1.50 today alone.
What does that do to investor confidence? I mean, is there a point at which investors think, okay, it can't possibly go much higher than this, I'm going to bail, whether it's true or not? Then they start thinking, well, maybe other people are thinking that, and so I should definitely sell while it's high. Is there?
Well, that happens, right? You see that. You see this stutter step where when it gets to when it breaks through a ceiling like that, where a number of people profit take, right? But then it comes right back up again. The stock market as a whole, I don't understand at all, and so you don't listen to me for stock tips. But the stock market as a whole has been up quite a bit in the last few days and today as well. So big. The Trump bump, they call it, is huge. It's huge. Huge. And some of Apple's growth is just a general exuberance in the stock market.
Anticipation of getting all that money repatriated.
Yeah, you know, and it could be. I mean, I think that could be very big. I would guess, given Apple's history here, that some of that, if not all of that money, would go to stock buybacks, right?
Yeah. They every time they get more money, every time they see an opportunity, they want to buy some of their stuff back. Maybe it's also kind of a good indication of why maybe they've been not being measured in their response to Trump, because that's another the fact that he seems to have a functional relationship with the Oval Office gives investors confidence that whatever happens in the next 3 or 4 years or 8 years of this administration, it's going to benefit big companies like Apple, which.
Sorry, that was just another autoplay video. Gotta love them.
I was wondering who was cutting in to say or 9 months when he gets impeached or put in jail. I thought, wow, that's daring.
No, I would never say that. Apple's share. This is from Fortune Market Intelligence. Lucinda Shen. Apple's shares are looking tempting again, but iPhone makers' stock may still be the market's forbidden fruit. Because remember, last year sales went down, but then the quarter was really good. Quarterly results were really good, as one would expect in the fourth quarter. Surely the stock market is not so short-sighted as to say, oh, well, they had a great holiday quarter, we should just buy. Right?
Quarter two is down. Short. I mean,
I guess.
I have no ability to read it.
Yeah. I guess.
Also, I mean, this is a great conversation for the financial pages. Of course, it doesn't really affect. It doesn't affect us. It doesn't affect users. There's a lot. Only in the sense that the more profitable Apple is, the more power they have to control their own destinies. The greater their ability to make a plan that goes 5 or 6 or 7 years ahead. Like if they really decided that, for instance, they're going the wrong way on the. I'm not saying they are, but if they decide, gee, we're going the wrong way on the iPhone, we really need square devices that are 2 inches on a side, they can kind of afford to make a change that's gonna affect sales for the next 2 years if it means that they're going to be in a better shape 3 or 4 years from now. But the only thing that kind of gets me that gets my eyebrow raised is when did you know do you know that Apple is now they have a market cap that's greater than Microsoft and Google and General Foods and 3M, and that the company that makes that springy doggy toy, that company too. Okay, that makes me happy.
Yeah, but it's germane for other reasons. I mean, for instance, having a strong stock helps get better employees. As you said, it gives them cash to invest, to do R&D. You know, I mean, it means it's a healthy company. So, because I agree with you.
RSUs are a promise. Like you give people RSUs because you think the stock is going to go up when it's already up. I don't know what that does.
Right. Well, that's a good point. If you joined Apple today, your strike price would be today's strike price, which would be very high. It's still pretty amazing that the stock has it's just been. I mean, they had a 7-to-1 split. What was that, 2 years ago?
Yeah, I mean, more. I think now. Wow, it goes fast.
Yeah. All right. Not that I agree with you 100% financial. We're not interested in fact, I'm not even interested, and this is me talking, in how a product sells so much. You know, a lot of times people say, well, obviously the Apple Watch is a great product because it's had its record quarter. To me, you know, that's like saying, well, the best meat in the world comes from McDonald's because they sell so much of it. It's not how well something sells isn't an indicator of the quality of the product either. You know, I have to make. I always believe I should make an independent judgment.
You wound me in my Apple and my McDonald's, Leo.
It is valuable in that it does show that whatever you might say positively or negatively, they're definitely making things that people want to buy. And that goes beyond simply running a successful business. It means that realizing, for instance, in the case of the Apple Watch, that style really is a critical component of selling a device like this, where you can make arguments about its functionality, you can make arguments about its relevance, but when you get down to it, Apple was maybe the only company that realized that maybe one of the most important things about a watch is that it be a cool watch, that people spend hundreds and thousands of dollars sometimes on watches that they think is really, really cool, that they want to wear as a piece of jewelry. So if you start off by making something that seems like it was built really, really well, is a cool thing, has even some high-end exotic materials about it, and tells the time within, let's say, 10 or 20 minutes per month, you can have a winning product. And if it ties in with your podcasting app and your stock price app and your home security home automation app, okay, that's a fine bonus, but build a cool watch and they will come.